Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name is Nicole and I'm a recovering addict. My sobriety date is July 13th of 2015 and I am here to do some recovery content with you guys. So, if you're struggling with the disease of addiction and you are like, I have nowhere to go, there's no meetings right now. Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous aren't doing in real life meetings. Every night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, we have recovery support group meetings here on my channel. And I want you guys to know that anybody is welcome here. It doesn't matter how you work your recovery or what recovery path you take. We are all here to support each other, and that's what I want to do here on my channel. I want it to be a place where you guys know that you can find love and support and you will not be judged. So, all right, first things first, if you guys don't mind, come on into the chat. If you are in recovery, go ahead and drop your sobriety date in the comment section. That way we can show other people that recovery is possible. And also, you guys, I wanted to let you guys know that I am going to be doing a tag, and the tag is hashtag I am not anonymous. And the whole idea behind it is if you have a channel and you're in recovery and you share your story about addiction recovery, I want you to make a minute-long video sharing why you choose not to be anonymous. And if you tag me in the video or share it to me, I will share it on my community tab so that way other people can see that we are not anonymous and we're not ashamed. And so I thought that would be a really cool thing for all of us to do. So let me see. Nate, hold on a second, son. My son wants to use my phone, and my phone is literally my job. Here, after I'm done with this live, you have to give it back to me, son. Ugh. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the Just for Today meditation. And yeah, so May 19th, 2020, Staten Island. I don't even want to talk about that. Okay. So please, no more. Anybody that comes into this chat and says anything negative about Big Lance off the yard, please delete their comments or remove their comments. My channel is not going to be a place for people to fight each other and talk bad about other people. That's not what I'm about on this channel. I also don't feed the trolls. So if people are going to come in here and troll, then you're just going to get blocked. Okay? So, Staten, I don't want to have to do it to you, but I will. Hey, Sarah. You know, my channel is not for drama. And anybody who is about that drama life, just take yourself out of my channel. Okay, that's not what we're about over here. This is a channel about recovery from addiction. I want to support other people. I want to encourage other people. I'm not about talking about people on this channel, you guys. And so if that's what you've come here for, just X out because I'm not going to entertain it. Okay? All right. So I wanted to read the Just for Today. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Misty. Hey, Missa. Thank you, Missa. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys just handle that. Cindy, Missa, have your guns locked and loaded. Anybody that comes into the chat trolling or trying to be negative, just take them out. Just block them. Don't even give them a chance. Just block them. Okay, so May 19th, 2020, Just for Today meditation, a growth inventory, page 145. We review our past performance and our present behavior to see what we want to keep and what we want to discard. Basic text, page 29. As each day winds to a close, many of us reflect on the past 24 hours and consider how we can live differently in the future. It's easy for our thoughts to remain trapped in the mundane, change the oil in the car, keep the living room clean, or empty the litter box. Sometimes it takes a special effort to jog our thinking out of the daily rut and onto a higher track. One simple question can put us on the high road. What do we think our higher power wants for us tomorrow? Maybe we need to improve our flagging conscious contact with God of our understanding. Perhaps we've been uncomfortable in our job or our relationships, holding on only out of fear. We might be hiding some troubling defect of character, afraid to share it with our sponsor. The question is, in what parts of our lives do we really want to grow? Paco! As each day ends, we find it beneficial to take some moments to spend time with our higher power. We can begin to reflect on what will benefit our program of spiritual growth most in the coming day. We think about the areas in which we have grown recently and target areas that still require work. What more fitting way to end the day? Just for today, hush. Just for today, I will set aside. Hey, hold on, guys. Inside. Come on, inside. Come on, inside. Can't even do my damn job. Come on. Inside. Paco. Inside too. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, just for today, I will set aside some time at the end of the day to commune with the higher power. I will review the past day, meditating on what stands in between me and my higher power's will for my life. So, hey Freya. So basically, we're going to reflect on the day and what happened today that I could have done without. Okay? I could have done that without a lot of things that happened today. So that's what we're going to talk about. Okay? My channel is a way for me to share what's worked for me in my recovery with other people. Okay? I have worked really hard to get to where I'm at, you guys. I have worked to get down to 1 milligram of maintenance medication. I've also worked really hard to get my life on the right track in general. I have a full-time job. I have 2 full-time jobs. I have a part-time job. I have full custody of my son. I have a home. I have my vehicles. I have money in my savings account. I have money in the bank. I'm happy. I'm working on my health. I'm really working hard on trying to be a better person. You know what I mean? And it never ceases to amaze me how I will be working so hard on being better, on improving my life. And right when I'm doing that, something will come and try to knock me off my journey. Well, that's not going to happen today. We're not going to allow anybody to knock us off our journey. Okay? So I don't need anybody's validation on what we're doing here on this channel. Real Talk Recovery has been around for years now, and we have been working hard to help others, and y'all have been helping me. What happened, son? Well, are you okay? Okay. Shake it off. We have been working hard to help other people here, and you guys help me, okay? Not only does this whole channel, y'all help each other, y'all help me, we help each other. It's a win-win situation, okay? And so I'm not going to allow people to come into my chat or come onto my channel or bash my name when I've worked so hard to build a positive outlet here on this channel. Okay? My channel is not about drama. It's not about some prison BS. Okay? What, Nate? Nate, the video game does not work on my phone, okay? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm sorry. My phone does not work with those video games. Okay, so I want to just get this out of the way, okay? I've worked so hard to get to where I'm at, you guys. I'm not here to sabotage or bash anybody else, okay? I'm here to help anybody who's willing to make a change in their life. That's what I'm about here on this channel, okay? Those of you guys don't seem to understand, some people don't seem to understand something. There are trolls that literally make fake accounts. I've seen Real Talk Recovery and Real Recovery Talk all over the place of people, I don't even know who they are. And I guess they're supposed to be impersonating me. I don't want to be a part of that. Okay. And I'm separating myself from that whole community because nobody can take any kind of constructive criticism. You can't have a difference of opinion without somebody making a video about you and trying to, discredit your name. Just because I believe one thing doesn't mean that's the wrong thing and doesn't mean that person is right. So I just want to make that abundantly clear. My channel is for recovery support. My channel is about helping each other. My channel is about not being anonymous and sharing our past experiences to help others. That's what my channel is about. And so I apologize. I apologize, you guys, that I got out of pocket earlier today because I'm sorry. I'm a human, okay? And sometimes I react because I get upset, but then, it's not worth it. I'm better than that. All right. So I don't know who's. Let's go ahead and get on with step 3. Thank you, Brandon. I hear you, honey. Hey, Blondie, how you doing, girl? Such a turnoff. I know, right? What about the workout, you guys? We had a great workout today. How many of you guys had a great workout? I really, really enjoyed our little. That was fun. Hold on, I'm sorry. My work phone is going off, going off, going off. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Thank you, Eric. I'm working so hard. Okay, so we had a bomb ass workout today, didn't we, you guys? Are y'all enjoying that? I am having so much fun doing it with you guys. Like, seriously. I know, Captain. I know. Okay, so we just did our disc for today. Now let's go into our Mara. I want to do the Mara. We're going to talk about the third step, you guys. Hey, Diane. Okay, so first of all, for those of you guys that are new to the channel, Mara is Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous, and I'll read a little bit about it to you. So it says, one size does not fit all. Do you use prescribed medications to treat various drug and alcohol use disorders? Many people who utilize evidence-based science to aid in their recovery sometimes feel uncomfortable in their day-to-day lives. Additionally, a multitude of people on this healing path have even felt unwelcome at traditional recovery meetings. We understand. At Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous, you are always welcome. Recovery is simply to recover from an unsafe lifestyle. Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous is a support group of people who believe in the value of medication as a means to recovery. We understand that our individual needs may not be the same, our backgrounds may not be the same, and our futures may not be the same. However, our desire to live a safe lifestyle joins us together. Non-judgment is our code. Okay, and so now we're going to go to step 3, okay? All right. Yes, Jackie, stick with it. And anybody that's new, we work out every day at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I hope you guys will start joining us. So I'm going to read steps 1 and 2, and then we're going to go on to step 3. Step 1, we admitted that without help, we felt an inability to control our addiction and that our lives had become unmanageable. Step 2, we came to believe, like all human beings, our power was limited and we needed to learn to let go and learn from others. Now, step 3, we made a decision to accept that we cannot control everything. Assume a mindset of goodwill. Seek the wisdom of responsible others and discover our true voice within. Number 4, We made a searching and fearless inventory of our strengths, weaknesses, and misconceptions. 5, we admitted to ourselves without reservation and to another human being when we became ready and found the right person, the exact nature of our unhealthy behaviors and misconceptions. 6, we were entirely ready to listen to wise counsel and seek the still small voice within to guide us to change our behaviors which have been harmful to ourselves and others. 7, we humbly began the process of deep change so we could overcome our weaknesses. 8, we made a list of all persons we have harmed and became willing to make amends to them all and to forgive those against whom we've had held grudges. Number 9, we made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10, we continued to take personal inventory and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11, we sought through self-reflection and meditation to improve our awareness and understanding of ourselves and the world around us. And 12, as a result of these steps, we became aware of our true voice within. We came to realize our purpose and help others find theirs. While the 12 steps and 12 traditions of Mara were inspired by AA's 12 steps and 12 traditions, they are not an adaptation. Rather, they were created specifically for this organization and should not be construed otherwise. AA is a program concerned only with the recovery of alcoholism and is not in any way affiliated with this fellowship. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about step 3. So step 3 is we made a decision to accept that we cannot control everything, assume a mindset of goodwill, and seek the wisdom of responsible others and discover our true voice within. And we made a decision to accept that we cannot control everything. Woo, mercy. Let me just tell you guys, that's probably been the hardest thing for me to do in general in recovery, okay? I am a control freak. And whenever I first got sober, I still had this mindset or this thought in my mind. It was a delusion that I would be able to control my drinking and using, that I would be able to use or drink without having negative consequences. And for the longest time, you guys, that held me back. Okay? That thought that I could control my addiction. That's a lie. Okay? That is the disease of addiction in your mind telling you that you can control it. If we all could have controlled our addictions, we would have not been in it. We wouldn't have had addictions because that's exactly what addiction is. Addiction is the loss of control. What?
Can you make me some marshmallows?
Yes. Addiction is the loss of control and it's a loss of the power. It's losing your power of choice. It's when drugs and alcohol choose what you do. Okay? For instance, while I was in my active addiction, drugs and alcohol chose whether or not I would eat that day. If I was high on drugs or if I didn't have money to buy food and I was going to get drugs instead. Of course, because that was more important. That's what happens. You lose the power of choice. And that's what happens. The drug controls you. So letting go of that control and actually reaching out for help is probably the hardest thing I think any of us have ever had to do. I know it was for me. Because here's the thing, you guys. Who wants to admit that they've been defeated by addiction? Who wants to admit that their life has been centered around drinking and using? I didn't want to admit that because once I admitted it, then it was going to be real. And I was going to have to, once you admit that you have a problem, that's when you can start actually working on it. And I didn't want to admit that I had a problem because then I would have to put in the work, you know? And I see so many people stuck in the same cycle where they have a problem, but they're not ready to admit it because once they say it out of their mouth, once the mirror is facing them and they have to look at themselves, then they have to make a change, you know? And if they don't, then they're constantly going to beat themselves up about how I could have made a change. I should have made a change. You know, I could have been different. I should have been different. So letting go of control. If any of you guys know what I'm talking about. I know y'all know what I'm talking about because I didn't want to have to. One of the things that was hard for me is I didn't want to have to go and ask for help. I felt like me asking for help was me admitting that I was weak. But that's the opposite of what it is. When you go out and you're asking for help, you guys, it's the strongest thing you're ever going to do. It it you are basically a warrior because it is so for me it was so hard for me to pocket my pride and put my ego to the side and actually go and get help, you know? And then when I did reach out for help, I would do a little bit here and there. I would take a few directions, but I wouldn't listen and take all the suggestions. I would just do the bare minimum. I'm gonna go make something for Nate. He wanted something to eat. I would just do the bare. Did y'all see my dog rolling around? That's Jetta. She's so crazy. I'll make you a s'more, Nate. Okay.
I'm Dad here.
Daddy won't be here till night time. So it's difficult though. You know what? But once you finally do reach out for help, you're going to be so happy because then you're going to have all of us to support you. You know what I mean? And then you could have, letting go of all that hurt and pain that addiction has caused you. Shoot, it's the best feeling in the world to finally let go and actually get the help that you need. So, okay. Nate. And that's kind of like what happened for me when I finally let go and I reached help with my diet and exercise. And Nick has started to help me, and that saved my life, you guys. I needed help. Every time I relapsed, I had to get to the point where I was so sick of me before I would put my pride aside, forget the shame, and get honest about my using. Yes, Diane, I was the same way too, girl. It's like I would hold on to every last morsel of not getting the help because it was like that pride and ego. I'm very prideful, very prideful. I know y'all can probably tell. And so admitting complete defeat is not something that I enjoy doing at all. I don't think any of us enjoy doing it. But there's so many people who have been before us, you guys, who have paved the way, and now we can do this. So don't ever feel like you're the only person that's been there. That's another thing that I struggled with. I struggled with what they call it terminal uniqueness. Terminal uniqueness. I thought I was so different and my addiction was so much more worse than everybody else's, and that nobody was going to understand me. I'm not that special, my addiction is no different than your addiction. Just because the substances I use are different than the substances you use doesn't mean that you can't help me and I can't help you, and that's another thing that would keep me from getting the help that I need is thinking that I was so much different than everybody else, but I'm telling you now I've opened my heart and I've opened my mind so much, and I realize that anybody can help. You guys have shown me that because you guys help me. The very people that are here to support and get support from me are the ones who are supporting and giving the help back. You guys help me stay accountable. If it wasn't for this channel, I don't know where I would be in my sobriety. I don't even know if I would be here still because I wouldn't have any accountability. I would just kind of be hiding out. But you guys have truly, truly helped me to turn my life around and to stay accountable. And I'm just grateful for that, So now that we've gotten it under, now that we know that we have to let go of the control, which is, oh Lord, it's so hard. Then after we let go of control, we have to reach out for the help, find somebody that we can take suggestions from who has been through down the same path that we have, right? It's tagging the person you're talking to, Miss Tamper. Oh, look up Jamie's comment. Saying hi to me. Okay. Drugs are so powerful, and I've never controlled my using. I don't go out once and use. It's almost always a run. It's a delusion that we can control it, you know? That's what our addiction wants us to think, that we can control it. If we can control it, we wouldn't be in our addiction, you know what I mean? I thought the same thing for a long time too. Here you go, Bubba. You're right, Diane. Here you go. Here you go. What do you want to watch? Nate, I don't know where it's at, Bubba.
Where do I eat?
Sit down over here. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Sorry. I had to give Nate his. I made some s'mores for Nate. Okay. And I had to plug in my laptop. So now y'all can see me a little bit better. Okay, here we go. Let's look. I want to read the rest of what I was doing. What, baby? Nate, I can't pick it up for you, okay? You got to do it on your own, son.
I don't want the chocolate in it.
If it was up to you, I would pick it up and feed it to you. Huh, wouldn't I? Baby, pick it up and just eat it. Pick it up. Look, just like that. Pick it up.
It's like that's so easy.
Oh, well, just make it work. It's just a s'more. It's going to be messy, so just pick it up. Okay, back in my day, I had to do it on my own. There was no help, even if I wanted it. Oh, do you think a poly addict is harder? Well, here's the thing. I think that it's just a different situation. Okay, so think of it this way. If you're addicted to multiple substances, that's multiple substances that you have to stay away from, right? So for instance, I'm not just an alcoholic. I'm an alcoholic addict. I was addicted to alcohol, methamphetamine, cocaine, crack, Xanax, oxys, heroin. And so, hey, Jana, that's just the more drugs that I have to stay away from. And so even getting on a maintenance medication like Suboxone, that's not going to keep me from going out and getting high on benzos. That's not going to keep me from going out and getting high on methamphetamine, you know? So do I think it's a harder situation? I think all addiction is difficult. I think all addiction takes us actually being willing, you know? I think they're all very, very difficult. I just think it adds another layer to it. You know what I mean? Those are more things that you got to stay away from. Which, you know, you can look at it and say, yeah, it could be harder. But then I feel like when I say it's harder, then I feel like I'm separating myself from other addicts and alcoholics that maybe are only addicted to one substance. And so that's when I start getting into my head thinking that I'm different, right? So I can't do that to myself, you know? I can't separate myself and because that's what I'll do, Eric. I will separate myself and I'll be like, well, I had it so much worse than everybody else. They just don't understand. I was addicted to everything. Do you know what I'm saying? And then, hey, Gypsy Heart, then I start separating myself from everybody else. And that's when I start kind of like getting on another level. You know what I'm saying? And that is dangerous for me. And that's when my ego starts slipping in. You know what I mean? And that is so dangerous. And ego slips in for me all the time. Okay. Like I find my ego slipping in today. Like I literally made a video defending and talking about somebody else because I was upset, and that's ego. I know what I'm doing is right. I know that we are doing something that's helping people, and y'all are getting help. I'm getting help. We're all getting help. Then I have no reason to even be defending or talking about it. But ego will come into play. That's what comes into play when other people feel the need to go on, you know, tangents and defend themselves and ranting and raving. That's just ego. And ego it's dangerous for the addict, right? So I have to keep reminding myself, Nicole, does it matter? You guys, I want you to ask yourself right now, does it matter what somebody on the internet thinks about you? It's hard, isn't it, Super Mike? I know. I did too, man. I did too. I am only human. Does it matter what anyone else thinks about us, you guys? Think about how far all of us have come. We are addicts in recovery. We have went from the depths of hell to where we're at today. Why am I letting some other person get under my skin like that? Why is some other person letting my different opinion get under their skin like that? Right? It's like it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. None of those things matter, right? All that matters is right now, today, my son matters, my husband that matters, my love for myself matters. I literally let all this stuff affect me, and I've been feeling great. I've been working so hard on doing my workouts and ignoring other people, and doing the right thing and not letting the drama and chaos and trolls and all that kind of stuff get to me. And in just 1 second, I slipped. That's how easy it is for people to bring you in on their shit. And so I want you guys not to. I am human. That is right, Gypsy Heart. I get so disappointed in myself because I know better. I know better. I know better than to let people do that to me. Um, you can't control what other people think of you. Exactly, nice person. And that's exactly what step 3 is about. Step 3 is about letting go of control. So we made a decision to accept that we cannot control everything. Here's the next part. Assume a mindset of goodwill. Okay, so I'm trying to do the right thing today. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to treat others the way I would want to be treated. That's why when somebody asks me about something and I did say something, I will say it to that person. I will say, yeah, I said XYZ. Because you guys, when I say something, it's because it's what I believe. It's not because I'm trying to hurt anyone else. I just have a different opinion than some people. But on the internet, it's like this mob mentality. And it's like, if you have to believe what I believe or you're not on my side. That's ridiculous. That's not how the world works. We don't have to all agree on the same thing. Just like some people that watch my channel, they don't believe in Suboxone. They do not support it, but they support my message and trying to help other people. So we put those differences to the side. You know what I mean? And so it's so difficult on the internet because it's like all these people want to, like I said, it's like they group up and they try to come after you. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I'm not about that. I can take care of myself. I can stand up for myself. Seek the wisdom of responsible others and discover our true voice within. So seeking the wisdom of responsible others would be somebody like a sponsor or a mentor or somebody who's been sober longer than you have. What, baby? I don't know how to. Like talking to your sponsor, talking to maybe even your mom and dad who, have got their lives together and they're paying their bills and they're going to work every day. I mean, I have a lot of people, you guys, that I talk to every day that help me stay on the right track. It's easy to get into drama and have people that you talk to that will basically say, okay, Nicole, let's go to war. We're going to fight them. Like, I know, you guys, I know that if I'm having a time and it's some drama and I call Captain Napton, that me and her are going to be going to war. Because when me and her get to talking, she gets upset. She wants to stick up for me. I get upset. I want to stick up for her. And then we're on and popping. You know what I mean? Hey, Bobby, love you, girl. I'm so glad you're here. And then we're going to war, And so I have to call my friends like my mom or my sponsor who's going to calm me down and say, okay, Nicole, let's think about this. Let's think about this from the perspective that, we're trying to do the right thing. We want to set a good example. We want to stay positive. And that's the thing, you guys. This channel, I try to live my actions and do the right thing as an example on my channel. But I make mistakes every single day and I'm not perfect, but I really, really try hard to do the right thing. And I want you guys to know, like, it's hard for me because I want to control. I want to control how people think of me. I want them to think highly of me. I want people to like me. You know, who doesn't? I want you guys to be happy with me. I want you guys to enjoy our recovery support group meetings. I don't want to discourage you guys. I don't want to make you upset, you know? I wish more people here would share more about their recovery in the chat. I feel that it's hard to get to know someone on this format. Yeah, it's pretty awesome on the Zoom meetings though, huh, Diane? Girl, you don't even know. I can drive there in 20 minutes. I was ready at first, and then it was like, yeah, BR. Yes, I know, girl. Cece, I know. And that's why I keep having to tell myself, like, it's not even worth it, you guys. It's not even worth it. So I just have to remind myself, like, I'm not even trying to do all that. I just want to help you guys. I just want to be here to support you guys. You know, I want you guys to understand something. You know, I do these videos because they help me. And at the same time, you guys tell me that they help you. But I've always done this on my channel. I've always gone live. I haven't changed up for anybody. I've stayed consistent. I've done the same thing since 2017, you know, and I'm not going to change for anybody. I'm not going to dull my shine for anybody. I'm not going to change my opinions for anybody. I'm going to speak the truth in what I believe in. Okay? And it's my responsibility. Cooper, no. Get down. It's my responsibility to keep you guys safe and help you guys stay on the right track. If I didn't come on here and be honest and share with you guys what I thought you should right from wrong, then I would feel guilty if I sent you in the wrong way, if I sent you down the wrong path, if I turned you on to supporting somebody that was taking advantage of you. Okay? That's why I take my channel really, really seriously. Okay? I want you guys to know that I'm protective of you guys. I'm protective of the people that watch my channel because I know a lot of you guys are just getting in your recovery, or some of you guys are at home and the only people that you have, only support you have, are us here on the channel, or is me. And I want you guys to. Yes, Brandon, I'm on 1 milligram. What are you talking about? I've been on. Why are you asking me that? Anyway, Brandon, yes, I've been on Suboxone for almost 4.5 years now. I'm down to 1 milligram. Yo, dope white dude, check it in. I'm glad to see you here, SC30238. So I just get I'm protective of my people over here. I'm like, why are you asking me that? Where did that even come from? Have you not been watching my videos, Brandon? I just uploaded one last week on Thursday about how I'm officially down to 1 milligram. Mike, are you down to 1 milligram too? Oh, and I had somebody. Hey, Raina, thanks, girl. I had somebody, a lady called yesterday, you guys, and she's going to be coming into the community. Her name is Andrea, and she's going to be new to the channel. She'll be here either tonight or tomorrow night. But she's on Suboxone. She's been sober for 18 months, and she's down from 8 milligrams to 4 milligrams. Dora! I miss you, girl. How you doing? I'm so glad you're here. Girl, I totally got locked out of my Facebook account, you guys. Like it's deactivated. I jumped off methadone a year ago this month. Hell yeah. How are you feeling, dude? Have you been doing good since you've gotten off of it? And here's the thing, you guys, like I share my journey with you guys on Suboxone because I'm so transparent about my journey. You know, I have went from 12 milligrams to 1 milligram, but it took me over a year to taper to that point. Okay, it took me over a year. It took me over a year to get to 1 milligram, you guys. And
at first, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to share that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, stay on the right track. Hey, you guys, that's me. Oh, Andrea, that's you. I'm so glad you're here, girl. Hey, Debbie. Debbie, I'm so glad you're here. That's her, girl. That's her, you guys. That's Andrea, Blondie. Andrea, welcome to the family, girl. I'm so glad you're here. So Andrea's new to the channel. She's going to be staying with us, you guys, and she's actually wanting to have support because she's tapering. Okay, so she's down from 8 milligrams to 4 milligrams. Hey, Kaylee. Raina, don't worry, girl. I timed him out. He's on one tonight. So, Andrea, I'm so glad that you're here. I didn't know if you were going to be able to make it. So that's what I wanted to talk about with you guys the last couple of minutes, last 20 or 30 minutes or so. So with a taper, you guys, it's really, really important when you are working on a Suboxone taper or a methadone taper, whatever taper that you are on, right? To make sure that you're tapering low and slow, all right? And before you even start tapering, I want you to make sure. Hey, Kristen, love you, baby girl. Debbie, we got to get you on the channel to tell your story, girl. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready for you. Whenever you're tapering, make sure. So the first thing you need to do before you start tapering off, before you even start tapering, you need to make sure that you have a solid recovery foundation, okay? See you later, nice person. We love you, man. Make sure that you have a solid, okay, recovery foundation.
Mom.
Hey, DOC. No, you're welcome here, man. You can come hang out too. What you need to do is, if you haven't got a sponsor, or you're not involved in any kind of like meetings or anything like that, find an online recovery forum like this, where you can find other people who have been down the same path as you, okay? And start getting involved with different people in recovery. Start finding that support, okay? Because when you go to taper, you're gonna need the support, you guys. It's so, so important. I could not taper without the support. I can't even imagine doing it without being able to come on here and talk with you guys. Let me read y'all's comments. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to ignore anybody. I am feeling like stuff on my meds. I have another appointment March 2nd. I hope she takes me off of the Narcan, but this doc is like a stickler about the strips. What do I need to tell her? Okay, so Rochelle, when you go into the doctor, you need to let her know that you are having allergic reaction to the naloxone. It's naloxone that is probably giving you the allergy. It doesn't matter if you're on Suboxone or Subutex. The medication that blocks the opiates is the buprenorphine. So the naloxone is just there to deter an addict from shooting it up. So tell her that you are having migraine headaches from the naloxone. Just let her know. It's a lot of people have that same experience. Is there anybody in here that was on Suboxone that was experiencing migraine headaches from the naloxone in the Suboxone? Was on it for 2 years total. Highest I was ever on was 50 milligrams. Went down 5 milligrams every 2 weeks and got down to 25 milligrams. Stayed on 25 milligrams for almost a year and went down to 5 milligrams every 2 weeks. Wow, that's awesome. You did great. Hey, did you think about, were they able to do a blind taper there? Because that's also a really good thing to do. If you're on if you're on methadone and you can ask your clinic to blind taper you, that's also a really good idea, because what they'll do is they will take away the milligrams without you knowing, because they'll dose you at the clinic. And then it takes away that psychological part where your mind is like, oh my God, I've only got this much. You know what I mean? Okay, Kaylee says, I had a lapse that turned into a relapse. I'm in one of my darkest times right now. So bad you think about suicide, even though I'm not going to do it. I'm currently tapering using Kratom. Oh, Kaylee, we're here for you, girl. We're here for you, okay? Please know that. I want you to know that you're not alone and that we'll help you any way we can, okay? Raina says, I'm thinking about asking my doctor about putting me on Suboxone for pain rather than what I'm on. What do you think? Because what he has me on now isn't working. Raina, this isn't medical advice, but I'll tell you this. I have known a lot of people that have went from opiates to Suboxone for pain management that have been extremely happy and successful. And their quality of life was a lot better because when they were on the opiates, they were not able to do the things that they wanted to do because the opiates kept them messed up. So when they got on Suboxone, they were able to level out and have a better quality of life. So just from my experience and seeing other people change from opiates to Suboxone for pain management, I've seen a lot of people have great success with it. If you have any questions about it and you want to talk to Dr. B, just text me and I'll have him connect with you so you can talk to him about it. My methadone clinic last year, everyone there trying to sell me something. I've heard about that, Eric. I've heard. Kaylee says, can jump on Suboxone because 16 milligrams wasn't working. Fentanyl was my DOC. Well, all I can get really. So that's strong. Absolutely. So Kaylee, when you're trying to get off of fentanyl and get onto Suboxone, this is the thing. A lot of the times what happens is it's not the same as when you're getting off of a regular opiate and onto Suboxone or regular heroin and onto Suboxone. Usually you can wait 24 hours, 28 hours, and then get inducted onto Suboxone. What happens with fentanyl is a lot of the times it's still lingering in there on those receptors. And so a lot of the time what we'll have to do is you have to flood your receptor to push that fentanyl out of there. And so this is not medical advice, but if you should probably text me so you can talk to Dr. B also, because he has a lot of experience with getting people transitioned from fentanyl to Suboxone. And I've heard them, he's had to, text me and I'll help you out. Kaylee, that happened to me last month and I tapered. Now I have 3 days. Yay, Sky, I'm so proud of you. She says, I put myself into precipitated withdrawal. If that has already happened and you took the Suboxone, I wish you would text me, okay, girl? Text me, okay? All right. All right, let me see. I'm trying to get all y'all's comments. I don't want to. Hey, Miss, I'm sorry, Raina. I think you should try it. Give it a try, girl. It can't hurt, you know? I would get a rash on the roof of my mouth. Oh, really? That's crazy. We're going to wish you luck, Rochelle. You can do it, girl. I love you, Bobby. Okay. Yes, me daily until I started spitting out when I was done. It's made a big difference in my headaches. That makes me so happy to hear that. Good. Dora, I'm so glad you're here, girl. I love you so much. Because 0.5 gram in each capsule, you can't handle the taste of powder. There you go. BR has a lot of experience with the kratom, you guys. So if y'all have any questions, Botanical Romance knows her stuff. Hey, Scotty, what are you doing? Hey, Merc. Hey, Scotty, I wanted to invite you. We're doing a tag on the channel, and it's hashtag I am not anonymous. And all you have to do is make a 1-minute video sharing on your channel why you're not anonymous and why you share about being in recovery, and then send it to me and I'll share it on my community tab. So that way we can show people that recovery is possible and that it's okay to not be anonymous. Okay, I'm catching up on all y'all's comments. Yay, I'm so glad y'all are all talking. Yay, I've been on Bupe. Hold on. I've been on Bupe for 1.5 years. I'm so proud of you, Blondie. You're doing great too. Okay. Freya says, I just started Suboxone after 15 years, never off of opiates. I'm still trying to find the correct dose, but I feel so much better. I felt so weak on the fentanyl at the end. I feel so much better. I knew you would, Freya. And once you get on the right dose, You're going to feel like $1,000,000 because you're going to be able to walk. You're going to be able to do the things that you couldn't do when you were on the fentanyl. Fentanyl is just such a high-powered opiate that it's damn near impossible for you to be able to walk around and have any quality of life. And that's why Suboxone for pain management is amazing. You guys do not understand how many people I've seen that have been able to get off of high-powered opiates, and now they are able to drive their car, they're able to take a walk, they're able to take care of their kids, and they weren't able to do that before because they were on such high-powered doses of opiates. Who's in the chat? Who's Milk? Oh, I haven't. Is that really? Hey, Milk Sevenfo. What's up, man? Welcome to the channel. Glad to see you here. Jackie, you can. Okay, so everybody's here. Kaylee said, Kaylee, I just said, please reach out to me if you feel those dark thoughts coming. I'll give you my info. I tried to commit suicide 1 month ago. Yes, Kaylee, Kaylee, text me so I can send you Misty's phone number, because Misty has been through the same thing. She was gone for 2 months. We didn't know where she was at. Cindy Briggs called me, said, where the hell is Misty? So I went on Facebook, texted Misty, and we found out that she was in the hospital. So I am so glad that you guys are all being able to connect with each other. Told my story at the neurologist waiting room, and one of the patients was getting on and off of the chairs, unable to sit left off his. Oh, Nancy, I'm so sorry, girl. We're here for you. We're here for you. Okay, so let me get back to the topic at hand. Tapering. When you taper, you guys, Suboxone or methadone, make sure that you have a solid recovery foundation, that you have support. Not just your family, not just your friends, but other addicts and alcoholics that have been down that road before who understand. Other addicts that have been on Suboxone and tapered off successfully, okay? I am still on 1 milligram, but I'm here to help anybody that needs support. The thing that has worked for me is tapering very, very slowly, okay? I only go down 2 milligrams every 90 days, okay? Nancy, has it came back yet? I am no longer satisfied laying in bed, zoned out 24/7. I had no motivation and things just kept getting darker and darker. Real support, exactly. Mike, you need to text me. And also, is Sarah in the chat? Because Mike lives in Kensington and he wanted to help you with treatment. Right, Mike? I keep trying to get Mike and Sarah connected. And listen, you guys, I'm here to support you guys. The only thing I want from you guys is for y'all to know that I'm here to help you. Okay? Please know that. Nicole, you should be so damn proud of yourself. I admire you so much. You're a damn warrior, babe. Oh, thank you. Stop. Listen to me, you guys. I just want you guys to know that you're not alone and that we have a great support system here on the channel. You know, when I'm staying focused and I'm doing my recovery support and I'm doing the things that I know I need to do to stay sober, I am a beast. I love this channel. I love putting in all my effort into helping recovery. Okay, it's helping people with recovery. I don't want to get caught off guard. I don't want to get caught up in drama. I don't want to hurt and harm other people. That is not what I'm about. That is not what I'm about. Okay, I'm about helping people. I'm also not about taking advantage of people. You know, I have a Patreon. It's $2 a month. I made it $2 because I want everybody to be able to be a part of the group. You know, I'm not over here trying to get over on anybody. I'm not about that, you guys. That's not what I'm about. All I'm about is helping others. I want to encourage you. I want to inspire you. I get on here and I work out and I embarrass myself every day, okay? Because I want to help somebody else not feel like they're alone. I couldn't even work out 2 weeks ago. I couldn't even get up and down from the ground. I was falling. And look at me today. I worked out 30 minutes like nothing. Okay? We are growing together. It is so important for me for y'all to understand this, okay? I don't need anything from you guys, okay? I don't need your money. I don't need you to send me anything. All I need is to know that you are getting support. All I need is to know that you're finding recovery. All I need to know is that you don't feel alone, okay? I don't want you guys to feel alone. I don't want you guys to think that you can't recover. I'm here to encourage you and to inspire you and to help you know if I can get my life together, then anybody can. Okay? I was sick. I was strung out. I was homeless on the streets. I was using my body. I was selling everything that mattered to me, pawning things. I lost my child because of my addiction. Okay? If I can get back on track, then anybody can. Okay? Anybody can. Oh, Freya, I love you, girl. Hey, Hannah. Anybody can. Okay? And there are more addicts scared to come to the channel, but more will come. And listen, I don't want anybody to ever be afraid that they can't come here and feel safe. I will not allow anybody to come in here and disrespect any of you. Okay? I don't care what's going on YouTube. I don't care what people are trying to start drama. Okay? This channel is not about that. This channel is about recovery. This channel is about support. Okay? I'm telling you guys, Shay, I saw your comment today and I literally started crying my eyes out because listen, all I'm trying to do is share my journey. That's all I'm trying to do. You know, yeah, I get caught up in some other people's stuff because I watch YouTube. I'm a fan. I'm a fan too. But my heart is in the right place. Okay. I just want to share what has worked for me. There's no gimmicks behind it. There's no magic pill or, thing that you have to do. I'm just here to start a community. That's all this channel is about. It's about community. It's about support. It's about learning how to love ourselves, you guys. You guys have been through this whole journey with me. You guys are literally watching me in front of your eyes, okay? Learn to love myself. Learning to love myself, learning to change my life, learning to get in shape, learning to value myself, okay? I had beat myself down for so long that I wasn't willing to do those things. I wasn't willing to try and get in shape because I was ashamed, because I thought I wasn't good enough, because I thought I wouldn't be able to do it, because I thought that I was just scared and embarrassed, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do, but that's not what I'm about anymore. I'm not gonna be ashamed, and I'm not gonna be embarrassed, and I'm not gonna allow other people's opinions to affect me. I'm not about that. This channel is about support and recovery. And so if you don't understand that, then you don't have to be here. That's the thing, you guys, like, it's just the same people, like this guy who just came in. My channel is about recovery support. It's not about hurting and harming other people. It's not about taking advantage of people. It's about, okay? And so this is what I'm talking about. This dude put out a video saying my name on his channel, and now God and everybody is going to come to my channel accusing me of having a problem. I don't have a problem with that dude, okay? If you guys want to donate money to him and have him be the middleman of your money, then go ahead and do it. That's on y'all. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? I'm not trying to entertain that over here on my channel. Okay? And I'm sorry if that's what you want to talk about. You can go over there and ask him about that. Okay? Y'all can go over there and troll Big Lance about that, because I'm not going to talk about that on my channel. Okay? All right. Thanks and have a great day. Thank you. Have a great day. Come again. We all get caught up in shit, not on purpose. Yeah, and here's the thing, you guys. Like, I don't think if anybody had half of a brain, they would see all this stuff that's been going on, okay? And all I'm trying to do over here is do my own little thing with recovery, okay? I even took down my video, because
New visitor.
I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to address all this stuff. And this dude still has a video up talking shit about me. Hold on. American Addiction Institute of Mind and Medicine, Nicole speaking. How may I help you? Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. I'm not in California. I'm in Arkansas. What's your phone number? And I'll have him call you right back. Uh-huh. 69 what? Uh-huh. Okay, I'll call him right now and have him call you right back, okay? You're welcome. Bye-bye. Okay. Those are rainbows. I see them. I hope you truly know how much of a difference you are making. You're keeping people from relapsing. I feel so much stronger after your meetings. And here's the thing, you guys, like, I hate that I even have to talk about this. You guys, I don't have a problem with anybody on YouTube. Just because I have an opinion, it does not mean I have a problem with anybody. My opinion is, if you want to help people in need, you don't have to donate to a YouTuber for them to go out and help those people in need. Okay? That's all I'm saying. For anybody that's in here that's here to ask about Big Lance, all I am saying is, if you want to help people who are struggling and in need, you can go outside your front door and help people who are struggling and in need. That is all I said. I never said a horrible thing. I said, why don't you start a foundation or a charity, and you could raise a large sum of money and donate it in the name of the channel. That's all I said. Saying that is not evil. It doesn't mean I'm a bitch. It doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It doesn't mean that I hate anybody. Okay? All I said is, if you want to help people, you can go out your front door and help them. If you want to help people, you don't have to raise money to do it on YouTube to show everybody that you're doing it. If you really want to help people, you'll do it when nobody's looking. And that's all I said. Helping people and buying them food and putting them in hotels and recording yourself on YouTube is not admirable. It's a way to get a pat on the back. And I don't think I don't do that. I don't think that's cool. Okay? And so all I'm telling is my viewers, if you want to help somebody who is struggling, you can go outside your front door and donate to the homeless person on the side of the road standing at the intersection. If you want to help somebody who's struggling, you can go down to your local rehab or treatment center and find somebody who's indigent, who doesn't have any money, and help pay their way into treatment. If you want to help somebody who's struggling, go to the nearest shelter and find a pregnant woman who has no home, no way to get somewhere, no food to eat, and help her get back on her feet. If you want to help somebody who's struggling, you all can do it on your own. You don't have to give your money to a YouTuber to have them do it for you. Okay? That's all I was saying. Does that mean I hate him? No. Does that mean I don't like him? No. I'm disappointed in him that he's taken this out of context and is trying to attack me and my channel. And now I have all his little aimless trolls coming over to my channel. Okay? That's all I said, you guys. That's all I said. And there's nothing wrong with me having a different opinion. Okay? There's nothing wrong. Listen to me. I talk to people every single day. If I came on here and I told everybody about every person I helped, how would that make me look? Rainbows are a sign from Rob, my love, that overdosed to my arms. And listen, Cushington LaFair, I wasn't trying to be rude to you when you came in. People are just not understanding. I never said anything wrong about Lance. The reason Lance is so upset is because I don't know why he's upset. I don't know why. I'm not affecting his donations. Me having a different opinion than him is not affecting his donations. Okay? And if it is, then I'm sorry. I don't know why I got blocked for asking a question. I was just curious when I see him say something. It's okay. You're not blocked. I can still see your comments. You just have to understand something. There's people who are coming onto my channel and they're trying to attack me for having a different point of view. So I'm not going to take this down. I'm going to end the stream and I'll come back on with a separate stream because I don't want to make this stream about that. Okay. So meet me here. I'm going to make another one. Be here in 2 seconds.